Good afternoon and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Author Chat Show. I'm your host, Lynda D. Brown. My guests today are authors Walona, Marie, and J.D. They are the authors of the book series And I Thought. I call it the And I Thought series. We're going to chat about all of their books. So let's call. This is their second appearance on the Author Chat Show, and the first appearance being live streamed on our YouTube channel. So, ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us back.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you ladies back on the show. Now, listen, for those that might have missed you the first time that you were on the show, why don't we get started with you telling us a little bit about yourselves? Introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about each.
Oh, I guess I'll get started. You know, the one with the wacky hair. We'll get started. My name is Winona Marie. I've been writing, published since I was 10 years old. And it's been a minute because I'm a little older than 10, but not too much older. Old enough that I can drink. That's what the important part is.
23 and holding.
There you go. And then I write in the And I Thought series, which is behind me. And I also have a 3-book contract with a publishing company. So that's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that later. Okay, and go ahead and introduce yourself, sweetie.
Hello, I'm JD. Everyone just calls me Jade though. And I'm here with Winona on this wonderful ride, what we like to call the And I Thought ladies and the And I Thought series. And we're co-authors and the co-founders of these. I mean, of course, with 11 other ladies. If you get a chance to read And I Thought I Did My Journey Alone, you'll see all 11 ladies. They all show up in this book.
Right. And tell me, what inspired you ladies to start this series? Because it's very interesting.
Quite honestly, it was a mistake.
It really wasn't a mistake. It was one day, Winona and I, because we're very good friends, we're very close, have been close for years, but not too many. Not too many years. 23 and holding.
Yes.
So not too many years, but not too many. So we were riding in the car one day, and I said, Winona, you should return to writing poetry. And she says, Jade, poetry does not sell.
That is what all the big publishing houses tell you, that poetry does not sell, short stories, essays don't sell. So I said no. And then she proved to be a bit better at judging what sells. And so I started writing poetry. And I ran into the other author on this book, and her poetry was amazing. Did you want to add anything?
And the other authors, and it just came together so... It just came together, and it just keeps coming together. So hence why there's a series of books. So we thought one was gonna be it, and then someone was like, "Why don't you do more?" We're like, "You're not doing no more." And then and 4 books later, we're like, "This is the last one."
Absolutely, it gets to be addictive, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely. Especially,
and then we like to be sarcastic with it because and I thought. We think when you walk into another situation, you're like, I thought this was going to be different.
I really did. Yeah. And then, after you do And I Thought Divorce Was Bad, which is just about relationships from 25 to 62, how women see them. And then, when the next time someone says And I Thought, it's always being grown up was easy. I mean, come on. We all thought this mess was happening differently.
Right.
So
Exactly. I don't care what generation you came from. We all thought growing up was easy. Couldn't wait to grow up, right?
Right. You're looking at your parents buy stuff, and then you're like, I don't see why they don't just go out and buy $100 pair of shoes. You grew up and you were like, oh.
Because the car broke down.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So it makes a lot of sense. So I'm assuming that's one of the reasons why your books are really resonating with your readers, is because they can really understand where you're coming from.
That's what they say. And our group, most of the time, we have someone like, well, we're 23, of course, but we have someone who's 26, to 62 or 70 writing or even 80 writing in our books, and so it goes across all those generations. And basically, it's just telling women what we feel about life and the journeys that we're walking.
Exactly, exactly. And isn't it awesome to be able to have a platform that allows you to do that? Because along with you having your wonderful books, you ladies also have your own show. Tell us about your show and how our listeners can connect with you and watch your show.
That is so hilarious that she's talking about our silly show, because you know our show is silly. But we are on YouTube also, and it is called the And I Thought Ladies Show. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio and iTunes.
And if you have a Roku, you can find us on Roku TV.
Yeah. Oh, Roku. All right. Awesome.
You can find all that information, how to get to us, at andwethought.com. You just go to the podcast show thing and page, and it'll show you everything we have going on, including the interviews we've done from around the world. So
right. And speaking of that, you mentioned earlier that you just did something in London. Tell us about that real quick.
Oh, we just got back from London. Well, not just got back, but
it's been 72 hours, I think.
Earlier this week we got back, and did the Chrissy B show over there, and we were talking about domestic violence, what we deal with a lot in our poetry and in our work. So we talk about emotional abuse and financial abuse, which are two very downer things. And so, but they do happen, and a lot of times people don't even recognize they are happening.
And because of the books and the support that we've actually gotten from this, I'm going to blow my own horn and be humble at the same time. I'm going to try this out. Let's see how it works. Because of that, we actually partner with Powerful Beginnings and Scarlet Are Black. And both of them help with domestic violence. And one of them, we helped Scarlet Are Black develop a full-fledged online program, because she's been doing it since the 80s, but it's been like in a big binder. So we took that binder program and put it online. And because of that program, we actually got to go to Atlanta, Georgia, and we won an award for advocacy for.
Well, no one won it.
I did, well, yeah, for working with abuse victims.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what a need for that, as they say, for such a time as this. Unfortunately, from all the statistics that I read, and unfortunately, it's such a downer subject, I try not to really embrace it, but domestic abuse is actually on the rise. Is that correct?
That would be correct. Well, it's on the rise mostly because of it was unreported before.
Right.
And more people are finding the strength to go out and report it. That's why the numbers keep rising. I mean, the numbers, I guess if everyone reported, it would be staggering. And I think we'd all be very shocked. And if everyone could include, if we had legislation on emotional abuse or financial abuse, I mean, there wouldn't be many women who weren't hit at some point in their life.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, ladies, you're going to read an excerpt from your book to our listening audience. And we want something that's so compelling that as soon as we finish this interview, our listeners are going to go right online and look for your book. Okay. So what book would you like to read an excerpt from?
Actually, I have two books pulled up.
Okay.
And this is great because we did just practice this. We were at a book reading 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. So you want to kind of interact with each other while we watch this?
Oh, that's hilarious. No, it's gonna be absolutely fun. We're gonna probably do something from And I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy and I Thought I Did My Journey Alone.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off with And I Thought I Did My Journey Alone. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Get started whenever you're ready.
Okay. And then Jade will do hers, and then we'll do it like that.
Yes.
If we had all five of us here, the public faces, we would actually do the poetry performance piece, but we don't have it.
I understand.
Here we go. Silent Curtains by Renee Evans. Solitude within my head, stillness of the moment, as streams flow by. Stingers of words manifested in swollen actions. There is no retraction. Not for me, not now. There is a baby now. So I silently powwow. I can do this. I can thrive. I know he hates me, but I am along for the ride. Silently I key inserts into a door, quietly as my brain screams, no more! But I am woman, and I shall support, is my cerebral retort. There are baby eyes that need me, there are smiles still to come. Father should share some. If I can just stay quiet, please, for love and marriage, don't let the words come.
Wow.
All right. And so I'm going to read one by Alexis Rose, and it's called I Met a Sage. Wisdom is all around you, in a bar, sitting on a bench, talking with parents, communicating with nature, sometimes even in your own head. That is why I continue on this journey. That is why my feet continue to shuffle, although the dust makes me cough. That is why I lift my knees. That is why fatigue has become a friend to help me along.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, you guys. It's taking me a moment to actually find the next one.
Okay, take your time.
Oh my word, I'm so.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna go and then read another one. Well,
Okay.
all our books are set up in life lessons, and so this is and I thought I did my journey alone. And this poem, the poem I just read, and this poem are in lesson 4.
Okay.
So here's this other one. Words Amongst the Bourbon by Winona Marie and Alexis Rivers. You asked me once before what you said that changed my thinking. The words are amongst the plethora of wisdom you spouted. Now over a Jim Beam honey straight, I contemplate. Your problem is you don't believe that you deserve better. So you lower the bar on your life. You made it through more than your fair share of bad situations. So out of respect to your ability to survive, don't accept anything or anyone that cannot appreciate and find those qualities of badges of honor.
Wow. Powerful.
What they forgot to tell you at 25 is found in, and guess what, you guys? And I thought being grown up was easy. So here it is. Hashtag growing up, hashtag and we thought by the end I thought ladies. Number 1, that you will lose some who were close to you. That young people can die. That your parents are half wise at 25. Opportunities don't spring eternal. You will lose your friends. Experience is education. You can meet the love of your life. If you do, stop looking. You can have it all. Savings are more practical than credit. Planning for the future is about daily decisions. Respect is the foundation of a good relationship. You will miss school days a whole lot. How indulgent a glass of good wine can be. At some point, your belly and fast food stop being friends. Unfulfilled dreams never die. They just become regret. Commuting in morning rush hour is horrible. A paycheck leaves your hand quickly. Ends don't always meet. How much more enjoyable something is when it is free. Enjoy life because it goes super fast. Some days will be terrible for no reason. Money isn't everything. Success comes with downfalls. Friends can become enemies, and enemies can be so helpful. Number 25, some pain you just carry for the rest of your life. Switching back, because she got to do too. And the winner is by Tara Turner, and this is in And I Thought I Did My Journey Alone.
Okay.
You can't have me. I'm here, and you're there. And you don't know how to get me. You can't know what I know. You can't feel what I feel. You can't do it like I do. It has nothing to do with my smile, my style, or my swagger. I give myself permission to admit I'm better than you. It has nothing to do with your pride, your plans, or your desires. So no neck rolls, no finger snaps, and no ultimatums. Just a lovely note on my best stationery spritz with my jaune partout. You're worth that much at least. And I forgive myself for cheating myself because of you. And you loved me that much harder because you knew it too. Praying I wouldn't open my eyes. So this is me leaving something weary, strained to the breaking point with all of your trying. It's no small thing. And I'm standing here today straight and whole and pure. My heart beating wildly once I've acknowledged this. No one more the surprise than me. You can't have me. And I realize finally, I will be so much more than just fine.
Wow. All right. I mean, seriously, what I saw as I'm watching you read these wonderful, wonderful poetry, wonderful excerpts in these books. stage plays. Has anybody talked to you guys about turning these into stage plays?
Well, if you purchase, and I thought being grown up was easy, we have a stage play in the middle.
We do.
Wow.
We really
Wow.
do.
Wow. Great minds think alike, right? I mean, and you read it, especially you Alona, you read it with such passion. You've missed your calling. Have you had any theatrical stage work? Have you done that?
No, I'm not gonna lie. When I was 10, they were like, who's gonna be most likely to be the actress because they're most dramatic, and that was me. And I looked
Right.
at them and I was like, I am the smart one. I am not the creative one. You need to take that back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
We have
And
time for one more, or are we out of time?
no, let's go ahead with one more, and then I have another. Let me ask this a quick question to Jade, and then you guys can read another one. Jade, now you guys have what, 4 or 5 books in the series?
Well, there's gonna be 5. We haven't quite finished number 5. It's in the works.
Oh, okay, great. So, what exactly is it that you're hoping that your audience gets from your books?
Well, as
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment, but also as we call them. They are anthologies, but we call them guides to life. Just, I think the last book title really resonates with me, and I thought I did my journey alone, because there's so many people out here that think that they are the only ones that this happens to, or this happened to, and they're not. And just to know someone else has walked in your shoes, ever walked the path that you're walking and has succeeded, kind of helps you out to be like, okay, so if they did it, I can do it too.
Right.
I may ask that for 1 second. That's the reason we have 25 to 62. And of course 23 with added years for us. But anyway, the reason we have that is because if you're at 25, you have someone who can like hold your hand and be like, yay. And if you're at 62, if you read the section when you're 25 or 62, you understand what that person has seen and done.
Right.
What you will see and do at 30, and what you will see and do at 40. And if you can get all that knowledge together, how much better a decision can you make?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we like to say that we wanted to fill in where society left off. They kind of sold you a bill of goods. As a woman, you're gonna grow up and you're gonna have this Prince Charming, and he's gonna take care of you. You're gonna work, but you're not gonna work too hard, and all of this stuff is gonna happen. And then that doesn't happen, and you're like, wait, what happened? What's wrong with me? Something wrong with you. They sold you a bill of goods that was no good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's been inspired.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, and not being racist at all, but that's always been more of a white woman's fantasy. That's never been our fantasy. I've always seen the women in my family basically working and pretty much taking the lead, even with the husbands in the household. You know, it's just I think it's just a different dynamics with the African American family. So yeah,
very true.
Absolutely. All right, ladies. Before we go, any events coming up where our listening audience can meet with you and come out and get an autographed book?
No, well, there's gonna be none of those yet in the works, but we are gonna be co-hosting the virtual self-publishing summit. Yes.
Okay. Oh, cool.
And that will be taking place December 15th,
17th.
I'm sorry.
And 18th.
17th and 18th. And we will be co-hosting the ladies, the two of Jade, Lynda.
Yeah.
Right. And where if somebody wanted to come out, where is this going to be held at?
Oh, this is online. It's
virtually online. Okay.
Yeah. It's a virtual success summit. I mean, it's a virtual self-publishing summit. So if you're a self-published author or thinking about, putting your hat in the ring to write a book, this is definitely a summit you would want to look at. And actually, you can find it at the virtual self-publishing-summit.com.
Okay, great. If you would shoot me that link, I'll be more than happy to include that with your interview, put it in the description part, especially on our Author Chat Facebook page.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Right. Well, ladies, believe it or not, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for coming on again and sharing your books and your experience with us. Any last words for my listening audience?
Well, I think maybe we'll leave you with a few of our last words. Well, our tagline for our show. Just remember, that wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it.
And that's our last words. Also, you can find us on www.andwethought.com.
andwethought.com. All right. Well, thank you. What a great way to end the show. We wish you ladies the best, and we look forward to having you come on again with your next book or your next adventure. Which we're doing stage plays. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay. All righty. Thank you so much. And again, that was authors Walona, Marie, and J.D. And they're the authors of the And I Thought series. And we discussed And I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy and a couple of more books in the series. So again, you can catch these ladies online, and you can definitely get copies of the book on Amazon and all online major bookstores. So that's our show for today. Thank you so much. And we'll catch you guys back here next time on the Author Chat Show. Take care. Bye-bye.